Dr. Brian Roden. Thank you for bringing your students tonight, and the future looks bright. Bahia Harris now leads us in the traditional playing of Amazing Grace. Please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. We thank the JROTC for providing the color guard and raising the flag at the south side of the stadium. Now, please join Band Captain Javier Delgado Gutierrez and the Kilty Band as we honor America.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, here at Sarasota High School on a beautiful evening in Sarasota, Florida, here at Sarasota High School, which will host the biggest game of the Riverview Rams season, a district rivalry match versus the Venice Indians. I'm Addison Resco. Want to welcome you on to today's broadcast in what is surely the biggest game of the year for the Riverview Rams. The Rams come into this one 1-5, but you can throw that record off the board completely. Those past 6 games, when you look forward to these next 2, they don't really matter. These 2 district games coming up tonight versus Venice and on next week versus Sarasota High School are really the only 2 games that will determine if this Riverview squad will make the playoffs. It's the only 2 games that have playoff implication at all. Tonight, they're going up against a 3-3 Venice team. Their losses are to a lot of good teams. For example, they lost to the IMG national team in their first game of the season. Venice does come into this game 3-3, 3-2 if you don't include that national team played against IMG last week. Venice had their district game versus Sarasota High School. They ran the ball for 323 yards with 5 rushing touchdowns on the night. So they're 1-0 in district. If Venice gets a win tonight versus the Riverview Rams, Venice for the second straight year in this district with Riverview, Sarasota, and themselves will be the district champions. However, if Riverview can defy the odds and knock off Venice tonight, it will be Riverview who is playing for a district championship title next week against Sarasota. So a lot on the line. Throw out the first 6 games of the season. It doesn't matter anymore. It all comes down tonight here at Sarasota High School. It's the Rams. It's the Indians here on the Riverview Rams Sports Network. Taking the field, Coach Smithers was talking to me earlier just a couple of weeks ago. He talked about the importance of that last game versus Clearwater, but however, he talked about how much more important this one is. He says the squad is ready, focused. Riverview, as you guys can see on your screen here in a sec, they will be receiving the first half kickoff. It's important for the Rams to set the tone in this game. Last year versus Venice, they were able to keep it 7-7 in the first half and keep it a game. However, last year in the playoffs, in their second meeting, Venice got out to a 28-0 lead, and the Rams weren't able to get in the game at all after that. They were stuck, ended up losing that game 49-14. The Kilty Band making their way off the field, and here come the Indians, who have dominated the Rams in recent years. But Josh Smithers feeling good that his squad can get the job done tonight. Rams already set to take the field well before the Indians already kicked off. We are ready for what should be a great game of football on a beautiful, chilly night, the perfect type of football weather. Karel Kotav will kick it off for the Indians. And back deep for the Rams, it is Scooter Trotman, and it is the very dangerous CL3. You've seen a lot of times this year when opposing teams are kicking off to the Rams, they tend to just do a little short pooch kick, or they'll kick it out of bounds. That's how dangerous those back 2 are in Scooter Trotman and Charles Lester. Kotab the run-up. And we are underway here at Sarasota High School. Takes a bounce at the 10. Trotman fields it. And here goes Scooter Trotman. Hits up a hole. He's got some room. There goes Scooter Trotman. Gotta get past the kicker. The kicker will take him out of bounds, but not before a 44-yard return by Scooter Trotman. And the Rams offense will see great field position to see this game. What a perfect start. We just talked about the dangerous duo of Scooter Trotman and Charles Lester. You're taking away from the main guy, Charles Lester, well, you still got to deal with Scooter Trotman. And there goes Scooter Trotman. Took a bounce at the 14, counted at the 10, and it brings it all the way out to the Venice 46-yard line. And Charles Lester appears to be in a wildcat here. And here is Lester, and they will run a wildcat. Lester trying to hit the outside, and Lester going to get around 4 or 5 yards, so a different look there from the Rams. And in this type of game, that means so much. You've got to switch it up like that. The passing game has not been there for the Rams, and you've got a guy like Charles Lester, a great idea to use him, and they do there. It's a pickup of around 4 yards at second down and a short 7 yards. Dawson in the shotgun. Hands it off to DJ Johnson up the middle. Powering ahead, he'll get to around the 39-yard line, and it will set up 3rd down and 3 for the Rams. The Rams have struggled on 3rd down so far this season. Been one of their Achilles heel. Coach Smithers has been talking about the amount of 3-and-outs Riverview has had, and he really wants to put a limit to that. Great chance to here in opponent territory. It's a handoff up the middle. Johnson trying to bounce to the outside, trying to get that 1st down yardage, and it looks like he is just short. And he is. 4th down and 1. So we'll see how aggressive Smithers will be. Just 1 yard shy. Ball at the 37-yard line. Dawson in the shotgun with DJ Johnson right behind him. They will hand it off up the middle, and Johnson powers his way through for the 1st down. A little more diverse playbook here for the Rams. You've seen it so far. And a big pickup on 4th down and 1. The Rams move the chains. It's 1st down and 10, ball at the Indians' 33-yard line. 10:25 to go here, just underway here at Sarasota High School, where the Rams will be playing the remainder of their home games. However, there's a chance that the Rams will sneak in one more on November 4th. They're going to look to go to Charles Lester on the sweep, and he is met in the backfield right away. Tackle made by Jack Huber. Jack Huber, the leading tackler for the Indians this season. Make that tackle number 60. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 15, and Dawson's now alone in the shotgun. 4 bunched out there on the right side. Lester alone on the left. And the Indians jump, and Riverview trying to get a free play on it, but they will blow it dead. So the Rams will get the 5 they just lost right back. It'll be 2nd down and 10. They will look like they were going to go for a screen there with DJ Johnson. Second and 10. Handoff up the middle. Trying to follow his block. Spins off some tacklers. And he'll pick up what looks to be around 1 to 2 yards on the carry. He'll get 2. It'll be 3rd down and 8 coming up here for the Rams. Rams 0 of 1 on 3rd down so far. 8:55 to play here in quarter number 1. 3 out to the left. Dawson, it's a screen for Lester. And Lester could not secure it. And they are going to send out Stone Springman. And this will most likely be for a field goal attempt. Ball placed at around the 33-yard line. This is set to be a 50-yard boot for Stone Springman. Stone Springman, the 48-yard game winner. First Lehigh, that was 48. This is for 50, and the lead. And it is pushed to the left, and it is no good. So the Rams, who started the ball at the Indians' 46, pick up 1 first down. Springman can't knock down the field goal, and the Indians take over in good field position. It's the Rams 0 and the Indians 0. 8:40 to play here in quarter number 1. An okay. And now it'll be Brooks Brentley. And the Indians offense on the way out to the field. And looks like the Indians are going to come out in a Wildcat as well to start their night. And it'll be a pickup of around 4 yards. That was by their running back, Jameer Wilder. And they're going to go to him in this Wildcat again. And there was some movement at the front. And it appears it's on the Indians. It is. It's a false start. And that will end the Wildcat saga. Second down 9. Indians showing some tempo. Bentley under some pressure, gets it away. It's Wilder again. And he picks up the first down. Good pressure right there by Deshaun Olave. Couldn't get to him. And Jameer Wilder picks up the first down. It's first down and 10 for the Indians. Bentley again in the shotgun. Looks quickly and it is incomplete. This Indians offense moving with some serious tempo. Second down and 10. Bentley in the shotgun. Bentley looks to the left, fires over the middle, and it is caught for the first down. Rakesh Hippolyte on the reception. Second first down for the Indians. Rams have been getting good pressure on Bentley so far. It's a slant route over the middle, and he is broken free. He is gone. Keon Sears for 6. And just like that, the Indians have taken a 6-0 lead over the Rams. We saw it last year. Keon Sears had a big game versus the Rams in that 42-7 win in the regular season matchup last season. And Keon Sears, on his first reception of the game, breaks free. A 54-yard score. Extra point is up. And drilled through the uprights. So Bentley connects with Sears, and the Indians connect with the scoreboard. 7:35 to play here in quarter number 1. It's the Indians 7 and the Rams 0. Welcome back on here to Sarasota High School. Senior night here for the Rams. Of course, senior night not here at the Ram Bowl due to The bleachers in the stadium's not working. However, they're hoping to get those up and running on November 4th. And Kotav kicks it to the back of the end zone. And the Rams will begin their second drive of the game at the 20-yard line. So big drive for the Rams here. Down 7-0 already here in this game through one drive through each team. And obviously a long way to go until that. But Venice gets the ball to start the second half. You cannot dig yourself into a big hole like you did in that playoff game where you got down 28-0. In a regular season matchup, it was 7-7 going into halftime. That's the type of game, that's the type of score you're going to have at halftime versus an extremely talented team in Venice High School if you're going to want to be able to have a shot at winning this game. Venice, one of the toughest teams Riverview has faced all season. Dawson will keep it, and Dawson trying to find some room up the middle. He'll find about 4. Second down and 6 coming up. 7:15 to go here in quarter number 1. Hand off up the middle. And Johnson's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Once again, it is Jack Hubert on the tackle, his second of the night. And that brings up 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up here for the Rams. 0 of 2 on 3rd down so far. It's 3rd down and 8. Ball at the own 24-yard line. Dawson fakes, throws over the middle. He's got Charles Lister, and he's off to the races. One man to beat, and he cannot beat him. But Charles Lister all the way down inside the 10-yard line. Get the ball to your playmakers, and CL3 is certainly one of them. 1st and goal for the Rams. Hit him with the exact route that Venice hit on their 54-yard touchdown with Keon Sears. Just a simple slant route in the slot over the middle, and it worked to perfection. And now the Rams in business, looking to tie this game up. Dawson hands it off. Johnson bounces, got a blocker, and he is in the end zone for a touchdown. DJ Johnson! His 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. And just like that, 2 minutes later, the Rams respond with 6 of their own. You talk about a response by this Riverview offense. Miss a field goal, couple plays later, Venice drives right down the field. You're in need of a score, and they got that score. 5 plays, 80 yards, and a Springman extra point away from this game being tied. And we are. Well, if you went away after Venice scored, and you just came back, we got a brand new ball game. It's 7-7 here at Sarasota High School. Rams and Indians knotted up. Again, talking about the implications that this game has tonight. Venice wins this game. They win their 2nd straight district championship. They won in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. Did not win in 2020. Obviously, no districts that year. And then they won in 2021. However, those years in 16, 17, 18, and 19, Riverview were not in their district. But so far, for Venice, they've won back to back to back to back to back. It's been an impressive run for the Indians. Riverview had won 4 straight of their own from 2016 to 2019. Probably would have won districts if there were districts during that 2020 season, but Venice did top them. And Springman, again, a warm-up kick. And it goes in the end zone for a touchback. Back out on the field, it is Brooks Bentley and the Venice offense. Last time out, a 54-yard connection to Keon Sears. We'll see what they have in store in this drive. We'll start at their own 20-yard line. First and 10. Flea flicker, looking down the field, escaping the pressure, and a little dump off pass. Oh, what a move by Keon Sears. Keon Sears put a stop in that left foot to make the juke move, and an impressive move, and it sets up first down. However, this appears to be coming back. Looks like there might be a holding on Venice. And they'll get him for pass interference. So negate the big play. It will be first down and 20 for the Indians now. First down and 20 inside their own 10-yard line, and another flag comes out onto the field. Well, actually just below the whistle. First down coming up. Handle trying to bounce to the outside, and he cannot. Guess who's there? The leading tackler on the Rams, Deshaun Olave. That was to Alvin Johnson, and Alvin Johnson went nowhere but backwards. Second down and 22, ball at the 5-yard line. Bentley under some pressure, escapes that pressure, looking down the field, and it is intercepted! Charles Lester! He's done it again! Have yourself a day! Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. And that's exactly what CO3 is doing here tonight. And just like that, Riverview will start their third drive at the Indians' 44-yard line. What defense that was by Charles Lester. A big chance for the Riverview offense to drive down the field and take the lead. Handoff up the middle. Johnson breaks off the first tackler, powering through for a solid gain. He'll pick up 7 on the carry. Second down and 3. Lester goes in motion to the left side. Thompson alone on the right. No, he fakes the handoff, looks for Thompson, and it is incomplete. Great coverage on the play right there. Jaquavius Washington on the breakup. So third down and 4 coming up for Riverview. Last time it was third down, Lester broke out for an over 65-yard gain. This time they'll hand it off up the middle. Can he get to the first down marker? It is going to be close. It will depend on the spot. Appears to be right on the line to gain. And it's a first down for the Rams. Great run by DJ Johnson, but an even better job by the offensive line, pushing the pile. So the Rams with a fresh set of downs. 4:05 to go here in quarter number one. Dawson in the shotgun with Johnson to his left. Hands it off up the middle to DJ Johnson again. And he'll pick up around 3 to 4 yards. Riverview in all three of their drives really have done a great job moving the ball down the field. Second down and 7 coming up. Dawson hands it off up the middle again to DJ Johnson. This time he'll pick up around 3 yards, and it will bring up another third down for the Riverview offense. Their 5th third down they've been faced with tonight. 2 of 4 on the night. And it appears a timeout has been taken. Or maybe not. Play will go on. Third down and 4 coming up for the Rams. Ball inside the Indians' 30-yard line. They'll hand it off up the middle again to DJ Johnson. And again on third down, Riverview picks it up. Looks like a brand new Riverview team out there today. 1-5 coming into the season. But as we talked about in the opener, those 6 games don't matter anymore. It's these 2 district games that Coach Smithers has had his eye on all season long. Dawson in the shotgun. DJ Johnson to his right. 1st and 10. Handoff again. Johnson breaks the first tackler, and another solid gain for DJ Johnson. Feeding him the route tonight. Rams have done also a great job of keeping possession in this game, especially on this drive, just draining the clock down so far. Had most of the possession here in the first quarter. Takes the handoff, throws to a wide open receiver. It's Luke Batita. He's down at the 1-yard line. Luke Batita, the Holy Cross commit, his first catch of the game, and he almost had his 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Rams are knocking on the door. First down and goal at the 1. Dawson hands it off, spins up a tackler, walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Riverview. Well, ladies and gentlemen, look what you have yourself here. 1:41 to go, and the Rams lead 13-7. DJ Johnson and his ability tonight to avoid the first tackle has been amazing. .141 to go in the first quarter. And if you're a Riverview student watching this game, you need to make your way down to Sarasota High School, because the Rams, in a great game so far, lead district rival Venice 14-7. We've got a great one. We'll be back after this short break. Welcome back on in to Sarasota High School. What a perfect day it is for football on this Friday night, a chilly night here in Sarasota, Florida. A lot of college coaches in attendance, but highlighted is Kirby Smart. Taking a look at some Venice players, but also taking a good look at Charles Lester, and to say the least, he's certainly been impressed. And he drops the kickoff. It's Elliott Washington now trying to make something out of nothing, and he might just do so before being laid out. Nice tackle right there by John Cox. Back on out the Venice offense. Last time out, Charles Lester intercepted Bentley's pass. Rams have been getting great pressure, forcing that last bad throw. It's 1st down and 10. Handoff up the middle, and he's taken down after a short gain. Jack Fulvig into Sean O'Lave in on the stop. Wilder on the carry. 2nd down and 6. Another handoff up the middle, and this time Wilder's got some room to work with. Stays on his feet before being taken down at the Riverview 45-yard line. First breakout run of the game for the Rams. And Venice going with some tempo. First down and 10 inside Riverview territory. They'll hand it off once again. He's breaking free once again. There he goes. One man to beat, and Lester will wrap him up at the 11-yard line. Venice responding right back to the Rams. First down and 10, 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. They'll hand it off once again, and he'll get around 2 yards. That is Jack Fulvig on the tackle. And Venice looks determined to get one more snap off before the quarter ends. They will. They'll hand it off to Alvin Johnson, and he is wrapped up at the 7-yard line, so you can give him 2 more, and it will set up a huge 3rd down when we come back through quarter number 1. Riverview up 14-7 against district rival Venice High School. Third down and 4. Coming up here for the Indians. This is a big play. Vicks the handoff, throws over the middle, and knocks down Eugene Hicks. A huge pass breakup. 4th down and 4. Ball at the Rams' 8-yard line. And it looks like Venice is going to keep the offense on the field. 4th down so early in a game. And a timeout has been called by Venice. They will want to talk this one over. 4th down and 4 coming up here for Venice. A big spot in this game. Second quarter did just start. 11:50 remaining here in quarter number 2. With Riverview up 14-7. Does Venice dare to go for it here on 4th down and 4 at their own 8-yard line? Even if you don't get it, you put Riverview in some deep field position. They'll have to drive up 92 yards to go and get that score. However, if you punch it in, then we have a tie ball game on our hands. But if you're the Rams defense and you're able to get a stop, go down and score up 21-7 in the second quarter versus one of the top teams in the state of Florida, the momentum you'll have will be incredible. So a huge play coming up here for this Riverview defense. You could argue the biggest one of the year. Here we go. Bentley talking to the offensive line. 4th down and 4. Drops back. Looking. Got all time, all day. Back of the end zone. And he dropped it. Incomplete. Matulovic cannot haul it in, and the Rams defense gets some much needed stop. However, there is a flag, it looks, on the field. Anton is on the Indians. Riverview forces a turnover on downs. That's exactly the type of thing you need in this rivalry game. The big stops inside the 10-yard line. Venice driving down the field, looking like they're going to flip the script and tie this ball game up. Huge stop by the Riverview defense, and the crowd shows their support. And they'll go Wildcat. They'll go with Lester. Trying to bounce to the outside. Lester. A good run right there by Charles Lester. Running right over by the Venice cheerleaders. Pushed out of bounds by Damian Wilson. Solid pickup right there by Lester. They'll give him 6. 11:35 to go here in quarter number 2. Riverview on top, 14-7. Dawson in the shotgun. Hands it off up the middle. Johnson bounces to the outside, needing some blockers. Can't get any, and he is sworn to the ground. Carter Dalton and Sage Utsazi on the stop. And it will bring up 3rd down and 4. Big play. Handoff up the middle. He slips, falls, and the Rams will go 3 and out. That's a huge stop by the Venice defense after not converting on inside the 10-yard line. 4th down and 4 at the 8. Couldn't convert. For the defense to go out there after struggling the past couple of drives, get a stop is crucial. Stone Springman set to punt this one away. It's a high kick. Sends Sears backwards. Fields it at the 43. Stumbles. Stays on his feet. Keon Sears. He's quick, spinning, and finally is brought to the ground. Scooter Trotman. Christian Litzo also on the stop. once again, Venice is going to open up a drive in what appears to be a Wildcat look. Wilder in the Wildcat. Looking for some blockers, and he is tripped up. Great play right there by Kyle Neighbors. This Riverview defense is locked in right now. Second down and 10. Fakes a handoff. Bentley rolling, throws it down the field, and he's got his receiver. Tulovic, who dropped the touchdown pass, redeems himself right there. First down and 10 for Venice. .45 to play here in quarter number 2. Bentley dots back, looking deep down the right side. Got Sears again, and it's another Keon Sears touchdown. Keon Sears having himself a day. A 35-plus yard pass from Bentley to Keon Sears. They connected from 54 earlier in the game. 54-yard receiving touchdown, 37-yard receiving touchdown. And now, a tied-up football game. 9:37 to go here in quarter number 2. The Rams and Indians knotted up at 14 apiece. We'll be back right after this commercial timeout. Back on in to Sarasota High School. The Rams and Indians tied up at 14 apiece. A back and forth game. Venice opened the scoring. Rams responded with 2 straight touchdowns, and Venice just tied the ball game up at 14 apiece. And here's the kickoff, and Lester fields it in the back of the end zone. And Riverview will start the drive at their own 20. .37 to go here in quarter number 1 in what has been a phenomenal game so far between these two district rivals, two teams that don't like each other. Talk about the implications of this game once again. Venice wins this game, they're district champions, and that's the last thing these Riverview players want to see on their senior night, especially for the seniors. To go out on a loss to Venice is not what they have in mind, and they're putting up a great fight against Venice, who's one of the top teams in the state of Florida. The Rams offense comes back out onto the field. Dawson hands it off up the middle. Trying to bounce off some tacklers, and does for just a couple of yards. Scooter, DJ Johnson on the carry. It's second down and 7. Tough pickup of just 3 yards. Riverview started the drive at the 10-yard line due to a penalty on the kickoff. Here's Dawson. Another handoff to DJ Johnson. And he'll pick up just around 1, maybe 2 yards. And it brings up third down. And a key spot here for the Rams. Had the ball up 14-7, went 3 and out. And after Venice responded, the last thing you want is to go 3 and out yet again. And that's really been the biggest problems for the Rams so far this season. They start out games well on offense, but then it becomes consistent 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, something that Coach Smithers has emphasized wanting to fix. Third down and 6. Fakes a handoff. Dawson under pressure, and Dawson is brought to the ground. Tyler Lewis on the sack, and the Rams will be forced to punt it away. And the Venice defense has awoken. Stone Springman backed up inside their own end zone. And a nice punt was fielded at the 46 last time by Keon Sears. Keon Sears had a nice return. Oh, it's a high snap. And Stone Springman does get it off. It's a great punt. Sears calls for the fair catch. Comes down Foley. Catches it at the 45, 46-yard line. Nice punt by Stone Springman. And with 7:45 to go, still knotted up at 14 apiece here at Sarasota High School. It's the Rams 14 and the Indians 14. So a big drive for the Venice offense. The defense 2 straight 3 and outs. The offense will like to back them up here. First down and 10. Ball at their own 45-yard line. Hands it off up the middle to Wilder. And there goes Wilder. Jameer Wilder then is lit up by Dante. That is Deshaun Olave. First down and 10 after another good run by Jameer Wilder. They'll look back to him. This time, nowhere to go. Big Mark in on the step. Big Mark came flying in from that left side and met Jameer right as soon as he was trying to follow his blockers from the offensive line. Big Mark said absolutely not, picked him up, wouldn't let him go. Second down and 9. They'll give him a yard on that last carry. This time Bentley drops back, looking to the left side, and he's got his receiver for the first down. Once again, it is Keon Sears. Over 100 receiving yards on the day. They are inside the Riverview 30-yard line. First down and 10, ball at the 26-yard line. Once again to Wilder. Cuts up the field, and he is going to be brought to the ground by Keegan Hickman. And a solid run right there will give him around 6 yards. They'll look back to him. Slips. And he'll be tackled just short of the line to gain. So a third down coming up for the Riverview defense. Third down and 1. 6:15 to go here in quarter number 2. And the Rams have called a timeout. 6:13 to go here in quarter number 2. A great contest on this beautiful Friday night under the lights. And welcome back on in. 6:13 to play here in quarter number 2. Venice inside the red zone. And it appears there was movement at the line of scrimmage. And it's on the Indians. That's a massive call for the Rams on 3rd down and short. Venice will have to work for the 3rd down now. Third down and 7. Big spot for the Riverview defense. Wilder goes to the left side. 2 to the right, 1 to the left for Bentley. Bentley, he'll keep it. And Bentley finds a hole to the 5 and down at the 4-yard line. Scooter Trotman tracks him down. And it's 1st down and goal for Venice. Handoff up the middle. Wilder stays on his feet, but for only a little bit before being tackled down at the 3-yard line. A pickup of 2. Venice looking to take the lead tonight for the 2nd time. Last time they were up when Keon Sears and Bentley connected for a 50-yard score to get the Indians up 7-0. And again, movement at the line of scrimmage by the Indians. Another false start, and it will be 2nd down and goal from the 8-yard line now. It didn't come back to bite them on that 3rd down and 7 after that false start on 3rd down and 2. But here backed up, or Riverview is backed up on defense. You've got them 2nd down and goal at the 3-yard line. 2nd down and goal at the 8-yard line is a complete different story. 5:20 to play, 2nd quarter. Indians and Rams tied up. Fakes the handoff, throws over the middle, knocked away. Once again, Riverview knocking it away from the Venice wide receivers inside of the end zone.
Official timeout for
5:15, a water break has been called. Venice knocking on the door with 5:15 remaining in the 3rd quarter. It's 3rd down and goal when we come back.
Hey Ram Nation, Coach. I'm also excited to bring to you another season of our football games via YouTube. If you like the games that you're able to watch every weekend, we'd love to get your help. There are 2 ways to do it. You can do it either via text or you can do a sponsorship. If you're interested, please contact Jackie Weller. Her information's on the screen. Thank you very much for tuning in, and go Rams.
Third down and goal from the 8-yard line for Venice. And the Rams defense get a pivotal stop. Bentley drops back, looking to the right. He'll try to keep it, and he is going to be brought to the ground. No, tries to throw it, and almost intercepted. What a risky decision that was by Bentley. Threw it right to Riverview, and it almost proved to be costly. Bentley just had nowhere to go, and then he was wrapped up by Eamon Steiner, decided to throw it, and Scooter Trotman almost got his hands on it. Eugene Hicks was also there. So now from the 8-yard line, it'll be a field goal attempt for Kotar. It's up, and it is good. So with 4:39 remaining in the 2nd quarter, Venice drives down the field but is stuffed on goal downs. It is Venice 17 and the Rams 14. 4:39 to play here in this district rivalry match between the Venice Indians and the Riverview Rams. Indians were down 14-7 before 10 straight unanswered. But Riverview in a great spot here, a chance to drive down the field, either tie or take the lead going into halftime. Just a reminder to those who were not here at the beginning of the broadcast, Riverview did receive the kickoff to start the game, so Venice will get it to start the second half. And Riverview will start this drive at the 20-yard line after Kotov boots it to the back of the end zone. So here's where you need a big drive by the offense. You don't get the ball to start the second half. So if you're stumped here and you go 3 and out once again and the Indians are able to drive down and go ahead and get a touchdown, you're looking to be down 24-14 and a half and you don't get the ball back. But you go down, score here, make it 21-17 going into halftime, and you're looking at a really, really comfortable spot for the Rams. Not so comfortable, but you're loving where you're at if you're able to get to that spot. You talk to anybody in the crowd, you talk to Coach Smithers before the game, you would have told him you're in this contest, 17-14, you're maybe up at halftime depending on this drive. He would have loved it. And once again, movement from the Indians. They just cannot stay set at the line of scrimmage. 4 false start penalties on the day. First offside of the day. Indians kicking themselves in the foot with those. First down and 5 for the Rams. They'll hand it off up the middle. It's to DJ Johnson. And did the ball come loose? The Indians are claiming it did. However, Riverview not reacting, and it appears Riverview will maintain possession. So it'll be second down and around 3. Eli Seed started saying it was Venice's football. A couple of other Indians came in claiming the same, but Riverview 6 with it, 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 2. Carlson in the shotgun. Looking over to his left. It's a low throw to Bradley Weller. Weller trying to escape the pull, and he fights for the first down marker. Actually has it by a lot. Bradley Weller's first reception of the game comes off hobbling, though. But a key first down for the Rams. They've gone 3 and out on their last 2 possessions. First down and 10, ball at their own 35-yard line. Clock continues to tick down. 3:30 to play, first half. Handoff up the middle. Johnson. Beautiful job bouncing off some tacklers. He's done a great job of that tonight. Mentioned that earlier after he spun in for the touchdown to give the Rams the 14-7 lead. But just his ability to break off that first tackler, tackle after contact, or yards after contact for DJ Johnson tonight have been through the roof. And it has extended a lot of the Rams' drives to this point in the game. It's second down and 4. They'll look to Johnson again. Johnson trying to bounce to the outside. Hit with some contact, still powering through. And he's going to be dragged out of bounds. He picks up 2 yards. Under 3 to play here in the first half. Third down and 1. And you see Dante Abner and Christian Letzo coming on into the game. This tells you one thing. You're most likely looking at a run play coming here for the Rams, bringing the big boys up front. Third and 1. Ball at the Riverview 44-yard line. They will run it right up the gut. DJ Johnson trying to get to the first down yardage. And it looks like he might just be short. It's going to be close. And he is inches away. 2 minutes to go. They do not give Riverview the first down. Oh, and never mind. The ref on the right side of the field tried calling the line officials over, and they finally give them the first down. So the Lions crew must have been daydreaming about something, because the refs over there on the sideline kept telling them, move the chains, move the chains. They were off in La-La Land somewhere other than here. First down and 10 for the Rams, ball at their own 45-yard line. Handoff again up the middle. This time, oh, the ball comes loose. And they're going to rule them down due to forward progress. 1:33 to go. The Rams offense needs to have pep in the step. And the whistle is blown by the referee. Ball placed at the 44-yard line. And a timeout has been called. 1:31 to go here in the first half. And how big is this drive right here for the Riverview Rams? Down 17-14. You've got a chance to drive down the field and possibly take the lead or kick a field goal. You've got one of the top kickers in the nation, a 4-star recruit in Stone Springman, booted the 48-yard game-winning field goal versus Lehigh in the Rams' only win of the season. He missed a 50-yarder earlier, but a great chance, get it inside the 30-yard line. You're looking at around anything shorter than a 45-yard kick, and Stone Springman is going to knock that down more times than not. A great opportunity for the Rams, at least, to go into this game tied at the half. Last year, the Rams were tied at half with Venice. It was 7-7. That game was at Venice High School, but Venice did end up winning that game 42-7. Just a complete outburst in the second half. Riverview scored late in that first half. It was Will Carter over the middle to John L. Williams for the score in that game. He's the only Rams scorer of that game. 31 to go here in quarter number 2. Big chance for the Riverview offense. Fakes the pass, and then Dawson is lit up. A flag does come flying in. And it's going to be a holding on the offense. This probably will not be accepted. And if not accepted, it's going to bring up a huge third down, and extremely long. Refs talking this one over. Here's the call. That penalty will be declined by the Indians. It will bring up third down now for the Rams. So now a tough spot for Riverview. Third down, and you're looking at around 17 yards. We'll see if they elect to just be conservative, try and run off some clock. Venice has one timeout remaining. Jeremiah Dawson in the shotgun. Lester in the slot, and again some movement at the line of scrimmage, or was there a timeout called? A timeout was called. Riverview calls their second timeout of the half. Both teams with one timeout remaining here with 1:24 to go here in the second quarter. Third down and 17 on their own side of the field. Riverview looking to score before the half. Third down and 17 coming up here for the Riverview offense. Trying to make some noise before this first half ends. Dawson in the shotgun. He'll drop back. It's a screen for Charles Lester. Needs some blockers. Lester breaks free a little bit, and he'll get to the 48-yard line, and it appears a timeout has been called. And it has. Venice calls a timeout, and that will set up fourth down. And Stone Springman will come on out to punt this one away. So the Indians get a stop before the break. And we'll see if Venice, with this high-tempo, fast-paced offense, can get something else on the board before we head to halftime. So Venice, after a strong start to the game, got up 7-0. Then 2 straight scores by the Rams, made it 14-7, but they've done a great job getting themselves back into the game, get a key stop here. And we just talked about that high-tempo offense. Let's look on Keon Sears Day today. Opened up the game with a 50-yard receiving touchdown from Bentley. And then later on in the game, down 14-7, it was Bentley to Keon Sears again, this time for 37 yards to tie up the ball game. Keon Sears also returning punts for Venice. We'll see how much more of an impact he can have here tonight. Over 100 receiving yards on the night. Springman under some pressure, and that might be coming back. Sears catches it at the 16, but they ran right into Stone Springman. And this could very well be an automatic first down for the Rams. And it is. The Riverview offense gets bailed out. Venice going for a punt block, and they fail to do so. Well, we'll see if this results in a first down. Rest conjuring at around the 37-yard line. How big would this be? It appears the punt team is going to stay on. It might be running into the kicker. Oh, they'll get the Rams for a false start. So the Rams will not get that benefit. And the penalties will offset, and they will punt it over again. So due to a false start, Riverview will have to punt it away again. And a big break for the Indians. That would have been a 15-yard penalty and given Riverview the ball inside the Venice 40-yard line. 1:08 to play. This time, Venice barely brings anybody. A high punt. Fair catch at the 15. And that's where Venice will begin their drive. So it appeared for a second that the Riverview offense was going to be able to come back out onto the field after roughing the punter. However, due to a false start penalty, just question how that false start wasn't called and how at the same time the false start is accounted for, and the roughing the punter. Nonetheless, it's a minute to go here in the second quarter, and the Venice offense back out onto the field. First down and 10, ball at the 15-yard line for Bentley in the offense. They'll hand it off up the middle to Wilder, and he goes nowhere. Brought down right there by Jack Fulvig. Henry Filigoro also in on the stop. And Venice looks to be in no rush. They'll hand it right back off to the running back. This time it's Alvin Johnson. And he's tackled right away by Big Mark. 25 seconds to go here in the first half of action. And the Venice Indians will walk off the field, and we head to halftime here at Sarasota High School. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a great game on our hands for you guys. The Riverview Rams hanging in there with the top team in the state. And that sideline, it looks pretty hyped despite the 3-point deficit. Riverview with everything to play for in this second half and absolutely nothing to lose. We head to the halftime break. It's the Indians 17 and the Rams 14.
Hey Ram Nation, Coach Smithers here. I'm excited to get this football season underway. I'm also excited to bring to you another season of our football games via YouTube. If you like the games that you're able to watch every weekend, we'd love to get your help. There are two ways to do it. You can do it either via text or you can do a sponsorship. If you're interested, please contact Jackie Weller. Her information's on the screen. Thank you very much for tuning in, and go Rams.
please welcome the Clifton Band. Thank you, Sarasota High School, for hosting us, and Quick Fire Security Construction for helping us get here. This year, the band will be marching in the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Boston. And in honor of our trip, we're going to be featuring music from Boston area bands. We feature boys like girls hit Love Drop, Aerosmith, Dream On, Dropkick Murphys, I'm Shipping Up to Boston, and Boston's More Than a Feeling, and Don't Look Back.
welcome back here to Sarasota High School for this district rivalry match between the Venice Indians and the Riverview Rams. We have got an exciting, thrilling game on our hands today. The Indians lead the Rams 17-14 in what has been a very back and forth type game. Riverview, with a win tonight and a win next week for Sarasota, will win district. Remember though, if Venice is able to hang on to this 3-point lead and win tonight, the Venice Indians will clinch the district championship. 30 minutes of football left to play here for the Rams. Forget everything that's happened in the first 6 games of the season. It hasn't gone according to plan. 1-5, not the ideal start. The players aren't happy about it. The coaches aren't happy about it. However, a win today, a strong 30 minutes of football, of believing in each other, and the Riverview Rams season is right back on track. Venice will receive the second half kickoff. Stone Springman set to put it away. Second half action from Sarasota High School, home of the Rams for now. They'll be here on the road next week. And Springman boots it away. Caught right up the goal line. Here comes Elliott Washington, and he's going to be dragged out of bounds by Scooter Trotman. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 29-yard line, and that's where the Venice offense will take the field. After their opening drive, their next 2 to 3 drives, they were a little slow. But after that, they were able to pick up the pace. It's been Keon Sears leading the offense. He's got 2 35-plus yard receiving touchdowns on the night so far. He's over 100 yards on the day. He'll look to do more of the same here in half number 2. First down and 10. They'll hand it off up the middle, trying to bounce to the outside. It's Wilder. And Wilder stopped after a yard or 2. They'll mark him down at the 31-yard line. And there's a Ram down, a couple of Riverview players down. Deshaun Olave trying to get over Dante Abner. Second down and 8 coming up here for the Rams. Dante Abner holding what appears to be his shoulder. He'll come out for the play. That's a big loss for the Rams at the front of their line of scrimmage on defense if that injury does hold. Trainer over there working with him now. Wildcat set here for the Indians. It's Wilder trying to go to the outside, breaks a tackle, and is going to be met by a swarm of Rams, and it will bring up third down and around 4. Huge play upcoming. They've really liked that look with the Wildcats. Saw Riverview do it to open up the game. The Indians have done it 3 times tonight, looking like they're going to do it for a 4th. Jameer Swider keeps it again. Jameer Swider to the outside. Can he get the first down yardage? It's extremely close. Looks like they're going to give him the yardage, though, and they do. It's a first down for the Indians. The Wildcat works to perfection there. Just enough yards for the first down, and the Indians have a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10, 10:50 to go here in the quarter. Hands it off once again. This time it is to Johnson, and Johnson still on his feet after a gain of around 8 yards. The Indians moving down the field and with tempo. Second down and 2 from their own 47-yard line. Another handoff to Johnson. Johnson bounces to the middle, and he is going to be wrapped up to the ground, thrown down by Scooter Trotman. And there is a holding on the offense, and that will bring them back. And on second down and 2, that's a big penalty for Venice. Johnson with the beautiful cut up the middle, got around the 41-yard line of the Rams, but a 10-yard penalty right there is going to back them up tremendously. Instead of first down and 10 from their opponent 41, they're going to back up behind their own 40-yard line. It's second down and 12 at the 38-yard line. Quarterback keeper trying to bounce, and he gets away from tacklers, and there goes Bentley out of bounds at the 35-yard line. What a big play on second down and 12. Looked like he was going to be stopped for a loss, but instead a big gain by Bentley. They'll hand it off again. The run game, it's Johnson. He'll get to the 20-yard line. The run game is just tearing this defense apart. And Riverview calls a timeout. Mark Christiani out there on the field extremely quickly, huddling up with this defense.
Hey Ram Nation, Coach Smithers here. I'm excited to get this football season underway. I'm also excited to bring to you another season of our football games via YouTube. If you like the games that you're able to watch every weekend, we'd love to get your help. There are two ways to do it. You can do it either via text or you can do a sponsorship. If you're interested, please contact Jackie Weller. Her information is on the screen. Thank you very much for tuning in, and go Rams.
9:56 to go here in the third quarter. The Indians driving down the field on their opening drive. A big chance for them to get to a double-digit lead, something they have not seen yet today. It's first down and 10. Ball at the 20. Another handoff. This time it's to Wilder. Excuse me, that's Johnson, and Johnson battles his way down for a 2-yard gain. Second down and 9. They'll hand it off. No, it's a quarterback keeper. Spins out of a tackle before being brought down right there. Big Mark got to him, along with Deshaun Olave. 9:15 to go here in the third quarter. Bentley, coming into this game, had 180 yards rushing. He's displayed that running ability tonight. It's home for 10 touchdowns on the year. They're down at 5 for the Indians. Wildcat look again. It's the Wilder, bouncing to the outside. He's got space and room. It's a touchdown for the Indians. That Wildcat has progressively gotten better each and every single time for the Indians. And right there, Jameer Wilder punches it in for 6. It's exactly what you have to do for the Indians. If you're the Indians on that opening drive, punch Riverview right in the gut, drive it 80 yards down the field, make that 71 yards down the field, and now, with a 10-point lead, as Kotov knocks down the extra point. 8:45 here to go in the third quarter. The Indians open up the scoring in half number 2. Riverview looks to respond. Welcome back on in here at Sarasota High School. Venice just one half of football away from cashing in another district championship. A big possession coming up here for the Riverview Rams after Venice went down the field, scored their opener. This is a big time for the Riverview offense to kind of get themselves right back into this game, respond to Venice like they did after Venice went down on their opening drive in the first half and went and scored a touchdown. Coach Tom set to boot this one away to the dangerous duo of Scooter Trotman and Charles Lester. Good kick. And Trotman fields it at the 1 yard line. Trotman looking for blockers. Hits up a hole. He's got the sideline. Makes a cut. Another cut at the 50. And he shoved out of bounds across midfield. Once again, Scooter Trotman. Oh, there is a flag back at the 27-yard line. And this big return by Scooter Trotman appears as it will be coming back. It's a block in the back on the Rams. And looking over there at the sideline, senior defensive lineman Dante Abner's shoulder is wrapped up. Not a good sign for the Riverview defense. Here's DJ Johnson bouncing to the outside. A solid pickup on first down and 10. And he'll get around 8 to 9 yards on the carry. Elliott Washington on the stop. And if Dante Abner can't come back, that's a huge loss. Venice has really opened up the running game, and that's a key guy in stopping the running game. For now, the offense trying to respond. It's second down and 1, and he's wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. It'll now be third down and 2. And technically, this is not a must-score drive. However, down by 10, in a very dangerous spot if you give Venice the ball back here. 7:39 to go. You're in quarter number 2. 3. Dawson. Handoff up the middle to Johnson. Picks up the first down. That's a big pickup for the Rams. DJ Johnson once again on the carry. DJ Johnson has been so huge tonight. Riverview has certainly found their run game over these past couple of weeks. First down and 10, ball at their own 28, 7-10 to go here in quarter number 3. Dawson drops back. Dawson looks to the side. He's got Marshall Thompson. And Thompson shoved out of bounds around the 39-yard line, and he will pick up the first down. Elliott Washington, the man to shove him out of bounds. So the Rams, 2 consecutive first downs, moving the ball down the field. Here's Jeremiah Dawson with DJ Johnson right behind him. Hands it off to him, trying to bounce to the outside. Shakes off one tackler, and then is going to be met by a swarm of Indians right at the line of scrimmage. When Riverview has elected to throw the ball this game, they've moved the ball down pretty well. You had the 60-yard connection to Charles Lester. Had a nice throw to Bradley Weller earlier in the second quarter. And then a nice 11-yard gain by Marshall Thompson. It'll bring up second down and 10, ball at their own 39-yard line. Just about halfway through. Here in quarter number 3. Dawson will keep it. Dawson, sacked for a loss. It is Shamir Littles And make that Trenton Kintaw on the tackle. Third down and 10. Jeremiah Dawson needs a response here. Riverview backed up on their own side of the field, down by 10. Halfway through quarter number 3. Dawson fakes the handoff, throws it over the middle, and it's hauled in by the tight end, Luke Petita. His second reception of the game keeps the drive alive. And Dante Abner walking over there on the sideline, which looks to appear to be his mom. And they brought out the stretcher. A huge loss for the Rams. Gets on the back of the golf cart. You see right there on your screen, Dante Abner. They'll take the cart away, but they will take him away in the golf cart. A tough loss for the Rams. And best wishes go out to him. Tough to see, especially on senior night. Riverview offense back on out there. Play action over the middle to Charles Lester, and he's got a 19-yard reception. Dawson, the play action. And that's twice today that Dawson is connected with Charles Lester over the middle for a big gain. Make that a 15-yard reception. It's 1st and 10, ball at the Venice 31-yard line. Dawson hands it off. Johnson cuts up the middle, and it'll be taken down after a gain of around 4 yards.
Carry by DJ for 5 yards.
5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. The Indians up by 10 against the Rams. The Indians close out this game. They will be the district champions. Dawson hands it off again up the middle to DJ Johnson, powering ahead, picks up 3. It'll bring up third down. Third down and 3. Dawson will keep, and Dawson is wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. A huge stop by the Venice defense. And this will bring on Stone Springman. A huge field goal in this game. With 4:05 to go here in the third quarter in a game that, with Riverview now being down by 10, feels like this game is going a lot faster than it was. This is an urgent kick. Ball's at the 28-yard line. A 45-yard field goal attempt. Springman is 0 for 1 on the day to make it a one-score game. Good snap, good hold. Kick is away, and it is short. Springman cannot connect from 45, and the Rams will have to rely on their defense more than ever now. Stone Springman 0 for 2 on the night so far. Missed from 50, missed from 45. And if you were to knock those 2 field goals in, you'd be looking at a 4-point game. However, it's now Venice ball up by 10. So 3:33 here to go in the third quarter. With the Indians up by 10, the Riverview defense is going to have to make a stop now, and now they have to do so without one of their top defensive linemen. As you guys saw there just a little bit ago, Dante Adner was carted off due to a shoulder injury, got in the golf cart, taking him somewhere. And that's a key loss for the Riverview Rams. Losing Dante Adler, one of your top defensive linemen, is really going to set you back. And once again, it's going to be Wilder in the Wildcat. Deshaun O'Leary trying to bring him to the ground. Some help right there by Scooter Trotman does, but not after a gain of 6. Make sure, if you guys have not done so already, to subscribe to the Riverview Rams here on YouTube. We will be live next Friday for the Rams rivalry game versus Sarasota High. Here's Bentley over to the right side, and he's got it for... No, never mind. Matubele cannot haul it in. Ryan Matubele, the leading receiver for the Venice Indians, coming into this game with 24 receptions and 299 receiving yards, along with 3 touchdowns. But today, it's all Keon Sears in the passing game. It sets up 3rd down and 3. Can the defense get off the field? Quarterback fakes the handoff, and there goes Bentley again. Runs out of bounds after he picks up the 1st down yardage. Bentley and his legs have been impressive tonight. And we saw it a lot from Riverview last year, and their ability to turn the ball over and turn defense into offense. Down by 10 here, Venice moving the ball down the field. They're going to need another one of those breaks here. Carry up the middle by Johnson, wrapped up after a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9. They'll give him 3 on that. A lot of forward progress. Fakes the handoff. Bentley over the middle. He's got Keon Sears again. And Sears is wrapped up by Eugene Hicks at the 39-yard line. They just cannot stay with the 5'6" wide receiver. His speed kills. 5'6", 150 pounds. But he doesn't need the strength. He doesn't need the height. He just needs the speed. And there's a solid run up the middle. Staying on his feet. There goes Johnson to the 21-yard line. Alvin Johnson bulldozes his way through the middle of the field. And the Indians knocking on the door. And the Ram player is down at around the 14-yard line. 1:53 here to go in quarter number 3. The Indians on top of the Rams, 24-14. And another Ram down on defense.
I've mentioned the golf outing. I just wanted to mention there are chances for sponsorship for the golf outings. There's also events such as the hole one, longest drive, putting contest closest to the pin.
1:53 here to go in the 3rd quarter. It's been a very exciting contest so far. It was back and forth in the first half. The Indians have had control here in the second half. However, Riverview in some missed kick, especially that missed kick just a couple of minutes ago by Stone Springman. He makes that kick, and it's 24-17. However, if Venice is able to punch in a score here with 1:53 remaining in the 3rd quarter, it's a 3-score game. And Aiden Steiner was the player down for the Rams. So it's important for Riverview to at least hold him to a field goal, because if Venice gets up by 3 scores, you're looking at a tough climb out of that deficit. First down and 10, ball at the Riverview 21-yard line. Fakes the handoff, throws it down the field, and it's knocked away. He was looking for Sears, and Eugene Hicks knocked it away, but there is a flag. And this appears like it will be on Eugene Hicks. Gonna look at this one more time. And it's pass interference on Eugene Hicks. He can't believe it. So a break for the Indians. It's first down and 10 from around the 11-yard line. That's exactly where they're going to spot it. Said it just a couple minutes ago. Riverview needs that turnover. They need that spark to hit right now. Back against the wall. 1:48 to go. Senior night. And Venice 11 yards away from quite possibly putting this one out of reach. Still a lot of time left to play though. Bentley will keep. Bentley looking, following his blockers. And they'll go down at around the 6-7 yard line. They'll mark him down at the 6. So it'll be second down and 5 from the 6 yard line. Sears with 2 touchdowns. Wilder with 1. They'll hand it to Johnson, and he's going to be wrapped up. Jack Fulvig on the stop. Jack Fulvig in these last 3 games for the Rams has really made an impact. And it brings up the biggest play of the night for the Rams defense. Third down and 6. Ball at the Riverview 7 yard line. Brooks Bentley in the shotgun and a flag. And this is going to be on the Indians. And it will be third down and 11 from the 12-yard line now. 51 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And this is a spot where the Rams can hold Venice to a field goal. Go down and score. It's only a 6-point game, and you're right back in it. This is a huge play. It's third down and 11. Time dwindling down in quarter number 3. Venice looking to add to the scoreboard, and Venice will call a timeout. Their first of the half. Venice will talk it over on third down and 11. 24 seconds to go in the third quarter. Venice trying to make it a 3-score game. Welcome back on in here to Sarasota High School. The Indians with third down and 11 at the Riverview 12-yard line. Riverview trying to stay alive. Bentley in the shotgun. He's got Wilder to his left. Man in motion. Pumping. Throws it to Wilder. Wilder up the middle. And he is going to be wrapped up. It looks to be at around the 2-3 yard line. Oh, wait, did he fumble? He did, and it's picked up and into the end zone for 6. Wow. It would have been fourth down and 2. However, Venice fumbles and then pick it up and return it into the end zone. It was Elliott Washington for the score. Talk about a lucky bounce, a lucky break. Riverview punches the football out, but it just lands right in Elliott Washington's hands. And sometimes there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Extra point, it's a big one. And it's a 3-score game. Riverview almost got their hands on a key defensive stop. However, Elliott Washington there to pick up the remaining pieces. It's a touchdown for the Indians. They lead 31-14. 13 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. The Indians on top of the Rams, 31-14 on that last drive. It was a screen to Jameers Wilder. Wilder cut up the middle, was pushing for the end zone, got kind of wrapped up around the 3-4 yard line, would have been short of the first down marker. The ball gets stripped out of the hands. They don't rule him down for forward progress as he was still moving, turning forward, but the ball comes out, lands right in the hands of Elliott Washington, and he picks it up for 6. And it'll be a touchback. And you can only imagine if that had gone the other way and Riverview was able to recover that fumble, down by 10, plenty of time to play. Now you're down by 17 with 13.5 seconds to go. This game is not out of reach. However, it's going to be an uphill climb for the Rams. First down and 10. Jeremiah Dawson hands it off to DJ Johnson. And he is wrapped up after a gain of 1. And that'll end the third quarter. Riverview has their work cut out for them here in quarter number 4. It's the Indians 31 and the Rams 14. Fourth quarter action coming up after this. Fourth quarter action here at Sarasota High School. Second and 9, handoff to TJ Johnson, trying to bounce to the outside. He cannot. He is wrapped down. Carter Dalton on the stop. And TJ Johnson appears slow to get up, and he appears to be in some pain. Riverview already had Dante Abner go out to injury today. The last thing you need is a star running back to go out. So third down and 9 coming up here for the Rams. The beginning of the fourth quarter, we got 11:49 to go. And this is a big third down for the Rams. You don't pick this up, and you already have an uphill battle to try and get back into this game. You're not able to pick up this third down and 9, giving the ball back to Venice, up 17. You're looking at a really tough position. It's already tough enough as it is, but the way Venice has been able to run the ball effectively tonight, they're going to drain this clock out. If they move up the field and score one more touchdown, they're going to put this game to bed. So important here on this third down and 9 to pick it up. Throw the ball, get it over to your star player, Lester. Make Lester make a play. When we have done that so far, Leicester had that 60-yard bomb over the middle, a little slant route. He's a 5-star recruit for a reason. These defenders can't stick with them. Also had him for a 15-yard reception earlier in the night as well. DJ Johnson still down on the ground at around the 20-yard line, getting helped up by the trainer. It's a good sign getting up. Appears to be grimacing at the wrist is what it looks like. However, luckily for the Rams, they do have a very solid backup running back. As you see him out there, it's Scooter Trotman. In that win versus Lehigh, he had over 100 yards rushing. 3rd and 9. Throwing it down the field for Leicester, and a flag is called. That is most likely going to be a holding on Elliott Washington. Oh, wait the call. And it is pass interference on Elliott Washington. And that's exactly the point I just tried to make. Throw the ball to Leicester. If you're the Indians, your job in this game is to make somebody else beat you other than Charles Leicester. But if you're Riverview, down by 17, you've got to get the ball to your playmaker. They throw it to Charles there. Does he make the reception? No, but he won the battle. A big pass interference call. And it's a 1st down for the Rams. Like I said, they can't stick with them. Strong snap to Dawson, and the ball comes out. Never mind, they'll call him down at the 39-yard line. Riverview had picked it up anyway. Adam Blizzard was the one who did recover it. And Scooter Trotman now down in some pain. And Riverview just cannot escape the injury bug tonight. Trotman slow on the field, slowly making his way off. And it will be 2nd down and 12 coming up here for the Rams. 11:07 to go here in the 4th quarter. Riverview down by 17. Got Leicester one-on-one right there. Dawson under some pressure, and he is brought down to the ground. Venice all over him. David Galloway on the sack. He was looking for Leicester. Leicester was one-on-one, and again, a Riverview player down. For the 3rd time this drive. .10:43 to go here in quarter number 4. And just on this drive, we've seen 3 injuries to 3 different players. And earlier in the game, you had Dante Abner carted off. His was a shoulder injury. And then you had DJ Johnson. And then Scooter Trotman hobbling off the field. Can't get a visual on who that is, but he's being helped up, and we'll get a look. Weston Gudadoria. And it's now 3rd down and 15. Again, this is a time to take your shot with Leicester. Venice almost jumped. Dawson drops back. Dawson, he's looking for his shot with Leicester. Well overthrown, miscommunication on the route. And it is 4th down. And Riverview will have to punt it away. And with 10:30 to go in the fourth quarter, the uphill climb only gets steeper. DJ Johnson there on the sideline with the pads off. Looks like he will not be making a return to tonight's game, along with Dante Abner. So two key starters for the Rams, who have both been having great games, are out. That punt almost bounced into a Venice player. That was Jaquavius Washington, who almost got in the way, and that would have been a huge break for the Rams. Instead, and it'll be down inside the 40-yard line at exactly the 36. 10:18 to go here in the fourth quarter. And the Venice offense coming back out onto the field. It was a 17-14 halftime score, outscoring the Rams 14-0. First and 10. To Johnson. And he's met right at the line of scrimmage. Deshaun Olave. And Big Mark on the stop. Deshaun Olave and Big Mark to Marcus Abner, the two stars on defense tonight for the Rams. Second down and 10. Johnson just got back to the line of scrimmage. Tight end in motion. It's another handoff to Johnson, and Johnson breaks free through the middle before being wrapped up by Keone Finau. A flag back at around the 38-yard line, and it appears to be on a Riverview. And a chop block. And that is 15 yards after the run. So you get the big run by Johnson up the middle, and you move up 15 yards. And just like that, it's first down and 10 at the Riverview 35-yard line. Tight end rolls in motion again. Same play, goes right back to Johnson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage. Deshaun Olave flipped him up. And Bentley back in the shotgun, two-man to the left, two to the right. Johnson in at running back. It's been a nice game for Johnson and Wilder, the two running backs for the Indians. Last game they ran for 323 yards and 5 rushing touchdowns versus Riverview's main rival, Sarasota High School, who Riverview will see next week as Bentley's pass goes incomplete. And Riverview has also added a game to their schedule. Riverview will play 2 games next week. They'll play on Tuesday at Charlotte and then at Sarasota on Friday. That game against Charlotte is now official. Third down and 10. Bentley. A little drop ball pass for his tight end, and he is met right away. Kyle Neighbors and Keone Finau in on the stop. And it's fourth down. And with under 9 minutes to play, we'll see what Venice decides to do here. And it appears that they're going to keep the offense on the field. John Peacock, head coach of the Indians, trying to put this one away and put it away now. Bentley drops back under some pressure, and he's brought to the ground. A huge stop by the Riverview defense to keep him alive. Luke Haskins in on the stop. His first sack of the season. Luke Haskins, a great job to get around the defensive line in that right there. Great first move, and just busted right by him. So Riverview, who has been held scoreless in half number 2, still can dream. First down and 10, ball at their own 42-yard line. It's a 3-score game, but this game is not over yet. Looking over the middle, and it's almost intercepted, and now it is! Elliott Washington thought he had it, but he had backup. Connor Dalton on the interception. Sorry, that is Eli Seed. And right after the Riverview defense made a huge stand, it was deflected right there by Rakesh Hippolyte, and then bounced right to Eli Seed. If you go back and look at that play, Jeremiah Dawson had his eyes over the middle the entire time. That's why Rakesh Hippolyte was able to make a move on it so quickly. A flag comes flying in, Bentley down the field, and it is incomplete. That flag sitting at around the 44. And it's a holding on the offense. And after that turnover, and Riverview with only 2 timeouts, it's going to be a tough battle to climb. It's another Wildcat for Venice, and Wilder is going to be wrapped up. Deshaun Olave in there on the stop. Henry Filigoro also in there. So second down and long coming up here for the Indians. Brooks back in at quarterback. Take that back. They're right back to the Wildcat. This time, looks like Wilder again. Wilder up the middle. And Wilder finally taken down to the ground by Deshaun Olave. And it will bring up third down and long. .7:05 to go here in the fourth quarter. Venice draining this clock away. Third and 16. Ball at the 44-yard line. Bentley drops back under some pressure, and he is thrown to the ground. Aiden Steiner on the sack. So fourth down coming up for Venice. Fourth and extremely long. And they are going to keep the offense on the field. Never mind. Punt team comes running on out. So they go quick to the punt formation. High snap. And that punt is blocked! It bounces at the 20. Can the Rams pick it up and return it? It is picked up by Big Mark. Makes a move. Big Mark all the way for 6. Well, well, well. Riverview back alive. A huge, huge block. And Big Mark took it for 6. Absolutely crucial. We talked about it. The Riverview defense or special teams needed to make a play to get some life in this squad. And just like that, they have it. It was Luke Haskins who blocked the punt. Luke Haskins had just got a sack, and Luke Haskins with a huge play, and Springman boots it in. There is life. How about it? Luke Haskins with the block, and then DeMarcus Abner picks it up at the 20-yard line, makes a nice little shimmy shake move at the 7, dances his way in for 6, and just like that, the Riverview Rams have a pulse. They're alive. It's 31-21, 5:58 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Get a couple of defensive stops, and just like that, the Rams have a chance. And look down in the water, but not now. The special teams, we saw last year how many times the special teams had excelled and gotten blocked punts, gotten punt returns for a touchdown. They had been huge last year, and today they make their first real big mark of the season. And it looks like Venice is going to be prepared for an onside kick. (31-21), 5:58 to play. And if Venice cannot get a hold of this onside kick here, and Riverview recovers, ladies and gentlemen, you got yourself a brand new ball game. Can Riverview recover the onside kick? Springman takes a nice bounce. Oh my goodness. A beautiful onside kick by Stone Springman, but Elliott Washington goes up and grabs it. So the Riverview defense needing a stop. Their special teams had a huge play, and they need their defense to step up now more than ever. Down by 10, under 6 to play, fourth quarter. It's been a flawless first half for Venice until that punt block return for a touchdown. They'll run it up the middle with Wilder. That's Johnson, and Deshaun Olave gets into the middle of that pile and slams them to the ground. Second down and 9. A pickup of 1. Venice trying to chew up this clock. Venice taking their good, sweet time. Rightfully so. Second down and 9. Bentley will keep. Bentley up the middle. It's worked before, and he gets taken down after a 3-yard gain. It is third down. Third down and around 6. And if Riverview can get off the field here, they'll get the ball back down by 10 with under 5 to play. And we have seen crazier things before in a 10-point comeback with 4:30 to go. Venice got to get the snap off in 8 seconds. They're probably going to look to take a timeout here on third down, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Timeout called by Venice. That is their second timeout of the game. .4:25 to go. Here in the fourth quarter, it is 31-21. Riverview on third down and 5. They're on defense right now. You get a stop. Riverview still has 2 timeouts to work with. If the Rams can get a stop here, drive down the field, this game is still alive. Obviously, you want to hold those two timeouts till after you get the stop and then score. That way, if you don't recover the onside kick, there's still an opportunity for you to get a stop on defense and then drive down the field, possibly tie it up, or drive down the field, and get a touchdown to win the game. However, that's all hypothetical. The Rams, for all that to fall into place, have to get a stop here on 3rd down and 5. Venice at their own 49-yard line. Brooks Bentley. A huge play coming up here for the Indians. Bentley drops back. Bentley looking under some pressure. Oh my goodness! Kaboom! Big Mark lays him flat to the ground. What a big stop, and Venice sends out the punt team. My goodness. Bentley's alarm clock went off, and he was not expecting to wake up that early. Oh, they almost get to the punt again. Lester receives it. Oh, he dropped it. Picks it back up. And he's going to be thrown to the ground at the 27-yard line. 3:44 to play, ladies and gentlemen, and we have ourselves a ball game. This game looks dead in the water. Riverview blocks the punt, returns it for a touchdown. They get a stop. And just like that, it's a brand new ball game. 31-21, 3:44 to go, 4th quarter. Riverview football. Venice closing in on a district championship, but they have some work to do. Dawson drops back. Dawson looking over the middle. He's got Charles Lester, and Lester down to around the 35-yard line. If you're Riverview, something you've got to take note of here is to not call time. You've got to try and not call timeouts here on this drive. If you have to, then you need to, because obviously you have to score on this drive. But if you can get out of this drive with 6, score a touchdown, and have those 2 timeouts for later. They're going to hand it off to DJ Johnson. He bounces to the outside, and Johnson gets out of bounds. Did he pick up first down yardage? Yes, he did. To the 40. First down, Riverview. 3:06 to play. Something you also have to look at. Stone Springman is 0 for 2 on field goals. You need a touchdown and a field goal no matter what. If Riverview's able to get into a round, probably inside the 20-yard line, and time's running out, you might want to try and kick a field goal so you have enough time then on the next drive to get a touchdown. But all hypothetical. Here's DJ Johnson bouncing to the outside, gets out of bounds after a gain of 3. Great awareness right there on those last 2 runs by DJ Johnson to get out of bounds. Even at the shorter gains, getting that clock to stop is so huge. Getting that clock to stop is worth the extra 2 yards in this scenario. 3:01 to play, 4th quarter. Dawson in the shotgun. Dawson drops back. Dawson looking under some pressure, and he trips, falls to the ground. And the clock did not run on that last play. And the clock is now running. So Riverview actually catches a break there. It's 3rd down and 14. So they'll get some extra seconds. 3rd and 14. Dawson rolls to the right. Dawson stops, looking, waits too long to throw it. He is brought to the ground. Damian Wilson. And it is 4th down for the Rams. And if you're Jeremiah Dawson, you just have to throw that away. You've either got to throw it away, or 2, just throw it up. You can't afford a sack with 2:38 to go. You set yourself now in 4th down in what appears to be around 22, 23, but you have to get that yardage here or this ball game is over. And Riverview is forced to use a timeout. It's 4th down and 21 for Riverview. 2:28 remaining here in the fourth quarter. You're looking at 4th down and 21. You have to pick this up. Now, especially since you called the timeout, you only have 1 remaining. So you break this down, 40 on the game, 40 on the snap clock. You run it at time, timeout. You run it again. Venice runs 2 plays. You take 1 minute and 20 seconds off the clock. Then you do that, and you're looking at 1 minute to go if you don't get this. So then you have to go down the field. Even if you get a stop, you've got to go down and get 2 scores in 1 minute, which makes this 4th down and 21 all the more important. If you get the first down, then with the amount of time remaining, you're going to want to try and get inside the 25-yard line, kick a field goal, and then try and get an onside kick, and then have enough time to score a touchdown. Fourth down and 21, throws it over the middle, and the ball is fumbled. No, they'll call it incomplete. And that might just put a wrap to this ball game. Jeremiah Dawson looked over the middle, had a receiver, but it got knocked out of his hands. But a very solid fight tonight by the Riverview Rams. Hung in there the whole way, had a 14-7 lead. We're only down by 3 at halftime. And with 2:21 to go, down by 10. However, the offense can't convert after some help by the defense to give them a chance, give them the ball back. But now Venice most likely just going to run out the clock here. Water. Once again in the Wildcat. He'll run it up the middle, throwing his blocker, stays on his feet, and gets tripped up. Charles Lester in on the tackle. Gets around 7 on the carry. And if Venice picks up 1 first down, this game is over. Have to get a stab here. Venice will use all the time. 15 seconds to get this snap off. Another Wildcat. It's once again Wilder shaking off some tacklers, fights for the first down yardage, and he gets it. First down and 10 for the Indians, and with 1:27 to go, this ball game is now officially over and out of reach. That Wildcat has been so effective for Jameer Wilder. Got a touchdown on it earlier to open up the scoring for the Indians in the second half, and they haven't even brought out Brooks Bentley on this drive. It's been all Jameer Wilder. One minute to play. And Water somehow stays on his feet, shaking off some tacklers down to the goal line. And he is brought down at the 1 yard line.
Down to the 1 yard line.
And we'll see if Venice just elects to knee. They do bring in Brooks Bentley. Ten seconds to get it off. And Venice will just take a knee. It was a fun night here at Sarasota High School. The Rams fall short of the comeback victory, down 31-14. They get a block punt, then get the ball back with 4 minutes to go, have a chance to drive down and make it a 1-score game. However, Venice makes the stop but a greatly contested game, a closer game than many were expecting from the Rams. The Rams put on a show. Now the Rams go into a very pivotal week of their schedule, of their season. Tonight was important, but the playoffs are not out of reach. You got Charlotte on Tuesday on the road. If you're able to beat them and beat Sarasota back here at Sarasota High School, technically it will be a road game for Riverview. These past two have been home games, but it will be a road game for the Rams against Sarasota. The Rams have won that game 11 years in a row. If you're able to win both those games, your playoff spot is locked in, which makes this next week of practice, these next week or two, super important for the Riverview Rams. They now fall to 1-6 on the year. Venice improves to 4-2 on the year. Keon Sears, the highlight for Venice tonight. Also, Jameer Swatter. What a game he had running the football with the help of Alvin Johnson. But it was really in the first half, especially the Keon Sears show. Here at Sarasota High School, the Rams fall to the Indians 31-20. I'm Addison Resco. Thank you for stopping on in and spending your Friday evening with us. From me and all the producers and cameramen on the staff, thank you so much for stepping on in, and we'll see you next Friday for Sarasota.
Hey Ram Nation, Coach Smithers here. I'm excited to get this football season underway via YouTube. If you like the games that you're able to watch every weekend, we'd love to get your help. There are two ways to do it. You can do it either via text or you can do a sponsorship. If you're interested, please contact Jackie Weller. Her information is on the screen. Thank you very much for tuning in, and go Rams.